the driver saw the red signal and brought the train to a stop. He had no idea what was about to happen in the next few seconds. On the night of August 8th, 1963, a Royal Mail train travelling from Glasgow to London was carrying around £2.6 million in cash, but several men were already waiting for it. As the train approached Sears Crossing, driver Jack Mills saw a red signal and stopped. But the signal was fake. The robbers had tampered with it to force the train to stop. And when the assistant driver tried to use the railway telephone, he discovered that the line had also been cut. Then the robbers emerged from the darkness. They attacked the crew and forced their way into the locomotive. Jack Mills was struck with an iron bar and seriously injured. Now the train was under their control. But they weren't interested in the entire train. They wanted one specific carriage, the high-value packages coach carrying millions in cash. The robbers separated the front part of the train and moved it to a nearby location where their getaway truck was already waiting. They entered the carriage, tied up the railway employees, and began removing the cash-filled mailbags. Around 120 mailbags were loaded into the truck. Then the robbers disappeared into the night with millions of pounds. They thought the robbery was a complete success, but their biggest mistake came afterwards. The gang hid in a farmhouse and began celebrating with the stolen money. They even played Monopoly using the real cash. When police eventually reached the farmhouse, most of the evidence had been destroyed, but fingerprints were still left behind on the Monopoly board. Police matched them with criminal records and began identifying members of the gang. Within days, most of the robbers were arrested, but one question remained. How did they know the train was carrying so much money? Investigators believed the gang had received information from inside Royal Mail. They allegedly knew which high-value packages carriage would be used, and that its security system wasn't working properly. But who was the insider? His identity was never revealed. And that's what makes the Great Train Robbery more than just a famous heist. The robbery was solved, but the identity of the person who helped make it possible remains a mystery. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.